WBLS Hot 97, WLIB. I want to welcome you to the second day of the Circle of Sisters Expo. It's the 2016 edition, and I'm your host, Jameer Pond. And I have, first of all, this is like my, can I call you my uncle? Is it appropriate? I know you don't want to claim me.
Your uncle.
All right, this is like
I'm old enough probably to be your daddy. So yeah, I'll take uncle.
Okay, all right. Well, you know,
you ain't calling me granddaddy or great uncle.
I wouldn't
Nothing like
disrespect. I wouldn't disrespect. We around the same age.
Boy, I know you. You try to be funny. I already know you. I ain't fooling with you today.
I promise you. But again, for the second year, I get to talk to this man. He gave me so much crucial cooking advice and life advice, and I just appreciate you coming back again, Chef Pat Neely. How are you, man?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man.
Listen, I am so glad to be back.
Yeah.
This is the one event every year that I look forward to. First of all, we have, and I tell my young brothers this all the time, we have so many beautiful, amazing sisters. You know, listen, if I was like 25 years younger,
Okay.
boy, you young sisters out here be in so much trouble. You know why? Because not only are they more gorgeous than ever, and I don't know if that's because I'm getting older now and they look more beautiful. Each birthday, our beautiful black sisters get prettier and prettier. But they're also so intelligent and they're so enterprising.
Yeah.
You know, you come to an event like this, you know, you just get pumped because our young sisters are doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. I tell my young brothers, you know, and go for you too. Y'all better get y'all's ass in gear. I mean, because these young sisters ain't playing.
I know it's even harder now to get out here and date, and because I mean, these women are bringing so much to the table, and you find so many of them here at Circle of Sisters.
But here's the thing that I tell young brothers: don't be intimidated. Be supportive of our young sisters. Meaning, you know, oftentimes I talk to them and I say, I've got 2 daughters and one is 27. It was hard for me to find someone to date. And I say, why is it? Because I've got my own place and I'm making my money and I've got my degree and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and most guys are intimidated. Well, that's the wrong way of thinking.
Right.
Because if you get a strong black woman that's throwing down and you bring yours to the table, oh, y'all on your road to being a power couple.
Power couple.
You know, so young brothers, you know, you still the man.
Okay.
You still gonna wear the pants.
There you go.
You know, but don't be intimidated by these young sisters. Be supportive and encouraging of them. You know, cook them breakfast when they getting up going to work in the morning. I mean, you know, when they get home in the evening, you got home a little bit earlier. You know, had that bath water ran and a glass of wine waiting on.
Okay.
You know, and you know, hey, I try to tell these young brothers, y'all see, I'm old school. They don't know nothing about that.
They don't know it.
That's
why I'm trying to get the wisdom.
Trying to take you to school because you're in such a better position, because our women of color now are having opportunities and they're taking advantage of them. And they can sit at the boardroom now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's some powerful stuff there on the real. That's
Yes.
really powerful. So I don't miss this event every year because I get goosebumps when I walk out there on the floor and see all of these sisters, and they're doing the expos and they're doing the panel discussions and they're speaking out, because my mother's generation didn't have the opportunities.
Wow.
And these sisters have them, and they're taking advantage of them. So.
So, okay, so we know that you're here every year. You'll be at the cooking pavilion. What are we cooking up this year, man?
I gotta throw down,
I
man.
know you gotta throw down.
down.
What we
But
talking
you know, when
about?
I come here, you know I love barbecue.
I know you love
Barbecue's my
barbecue.
thing. But when I come here, I often think about the audience, which is our sisters, and people want to eat healthy and they want to watch their weight. So this recipe, one of the recipes I'm doing today, I've only done it one other time. So y'all stay with me. I hope I get it right. But I'm doing a blackened salmon. You know, we blacken catfish or we blacken chicken, but I'm doing a blackened salmon, and I actually have created several spices.
Hold your mic higher, just a little. I'm sorry.
When you're doing a blackened, it's all about the spices. So I got a little chili powder in it. I got a little cayenne pepper in it. I got a little onion powder, a little oregano. So I put all these spices together, and I'm going to season this salmon. But more importantly than that, I'm also doing an herb rice.
Now explain that, an herb rice.
So when you think about rice, I'm adding herbs to my rice. It's a brown rice. So I'm going to use some shallots and saute it, and then I'm going to toast my rice before I ever even start to boil it.
Toast it?
Yeah, baby. Listen,
Okay, you got to school me. Look, walk me.
You take you some butter and put it in a skillet, and then you dump the rice in there dry. Most people is after you got the water going, right?
Yeah.
I toast it because that's adding the flavor along with the shallots to create the flavor of the rice. Now I've got my my rice is being seasoned.
Okay.
Then I'm adding chicken stock. Then I'm gonna add some thyme. I'm gonna add some garlic. Let it reduce, and then I will garnish it with some scallions, and then I'm gonna lay that beautiful filet salmon right across the top of that rice. You know, it's like you gotta, and I always say this, and y'all pray for me. You got a beautiful woman, then you want a nice bed for her to lay on.
Okay, I see where you're
So
going.
I got this beautiful salmon. Now I got to make a bed for it to lay on. So that's where I'm going with that. So a little different. Hopefully, all of the women and guys will appreciate this dish because it's not too heavy. I'm not frying. You know, they say, "Here come Pat Neely. He want to fry some chicken and make some mashed potato. He gonna be out there grilling ribs and bring them in later on." No, I still do my southern thing, but I also try to show some range on the culinary side as well.
Yeah.
But I got some good news for you.
I want to hear the good news.
So I've spent the last month and a half, not quite a month, but out in Los Angeles, producing and hosting my brand new game show, y'all.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, Pat Neely is not only a celebrity chef, but I'm also, thank you.
Game show host.
I'm also hosting a brand new game show, Save to Win, that will debut November 5th on CW every Saturday starting November 5th. So this is a new space for me. You know, I kind of watched another comedian that started out and he was just a stand-up guy, and then he did radio, and then he started doing a game show, and now he's doing all these different things.
I think I know that guy.
I figure, you know, I can cook. I love to talk. I love people.
You funny.
Hell, I might as well host a game show.
Wow.
And here's the big kicker. The show is in a Family Dollar studio. So all of our contestants were selected out of Family Dollar stores. They come in, they compete for a monetary prize.
Wow.
And we have a lot of fun. And so you know me, I got to cook a little bit. So there's certain shows where there's segments where there are cutaways of me in the kitchen actually cooking a meal. So it's kind of a different game show. It's a lot of fun. I got to tell you, we were shooting 5 or 6 shows a day, and I've never had so much fun in my life.
Wow.
It was absolutely amazing because I had the cooking, I had the people, my own studio. I'm executive producer. Can you believe that?
Pat moving on up.
Yep. So everybody must tune in on Saturday mornings on CW, Eastern Standard Time, 11:30. Save to Win.
Save to Win.
Hosted by Pat Neely.
November 5th.
November 5th is the debut. Every Saturday after that for the next year, you guys can tune in and check me out.
Chef Pat, I am so proud of you.
Thank you, my brother.
You know, because you know, last year you instilled so much wisdom into me, and I took it and ran with it. And this year, to see your growth, I mean,
well, here's the thing.
That's amazing.
Here's the thing. A lot of what I do is not only for the success of what's going on in my life, but I feel compelled to set an example. That's why I'm more proud that I'm executive producer of this show, because I want to produce more. I want brothers like yourself and other young brothers and sisters that are coming up to say, man, that was a young little black boy that started in Memphis, Tennessee, didn't have much or nothing, but he worked his butt off. He ran restaurants. He got into television. And it be something that you're inspired by, because we as a race of people got some serious issues.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of our issues are the fact that we're not supportive enough of one another. We're not encouraging enough of one another. So even coming to an event like this, the show will have been on for a whole year this time next year. Pat Neely will be sitting right here again next year. I don't give a damn what happens. I'm coming back, because we need to be supportive of one another. We need to be encouraging of one another. And we need to take the time to set the example in the proper way. So it's important for people to say, regardless of what's going on, I got to come back and I got to, I gotta put my ink on, and I gotta help someone else. And the only thing that I ask whenever I speak or anything is, you do the same.
Mm.
Go to schools, go to middle schools, go to high schools. Take the microphone and the cameras out and interview these young kids because they need it. I mean, they're starving for it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the problems we're having in our inner city with our children is that they're starving for some leadership.
Yeah.
And some direction. And so it's never all about us. So I'm proud of the show. I'm proud of the cookbooks and the restaurants and everything that I've done. But there's a bigger light there, and that is that hopefully I'm inspiring. When people come up to me and they're young kids and say, I'm in the culinary program because I used to watch you on your show,
Wow.
then that's a real feather in my hat. But this show is going to be super funny, man. I'm telling you. I saw some of the clips, and hell, I'm laughing at myself, y'all. I couldn't believe I'm laughing at myself because normally I don't like to watch myself on television.
Right.
But really, really cool, really different, showing range, which is something that we should all aspire to do. Even though I'm known as a celebrity chef and I make recipes, I'm getting ready to go on stage and cook, but I can be more than that. And that's what I want everyone to understand. You can always be more than what you are. You can do other things and keep striving to do different things, because this was challenging for me.
Yeah.
I walked in that studio and there's 7 cameras. They all moving and shit. I'm
over
here. I'm over here. But here's the thing. It was a great challenge for me because it wasn't maybe the second day of shooting that, bam, now I'm here. And I think that's what was so exciting about it, was that I'm not just standing in the kitchen talking about asparagus and talking about this pulled pork and this barbecue sauce. I'm actually doing something completely different and accomplishing that and trying to be successful at it. And I think that that's what we have to strive for as well. Okay. So it's a lesson in everything that we do.
Yeah.
It's a lesson.
And I'm inspired just talking to you, Chef Pat. Before we let you go, hope you're not too famous to give me a little cook tip.
Boy,
So, for the ladies.
Did you get a haircut since last time I saw you?
I sure did.
What happened to your hair?
Hey, I got it cut.
Have you got married yet?
No.
Last time I was talking, you had your nice little boo, didn't you?
No, but did I possibly?
Boy, listen, the camera's rolling.
I know. Now you got me confused. I don't. Now this time last year.
I remember we were talking about something.
I was single at the time.
Right. You still single?
Yeah.
What you talking about at the time?
Well, I mean,
something happened over here.
I can't get my math together, so I don't know when I'm.
Let me just leave you alone about your personal life and all of that. Let me.
We're gonna cut that out.
Right. Don't cut nothing. all of this in. Leave every
This is
second
bad.
of
This is
in.
not going the way I wanted it to.
But I was talking to you about how to wine and dine the honeys.
Yes.
With the meals and that sort of stuff.
And I took that and I ran with it. You told me to keep it light. Keep a light meal.
You must have listened too well. If you still out here, ain't no ring on the finger. You still
I don't think.
Can't talk about no relationship or nothing.
Personal, Chef Pat.
Did you burn it up?
I didn't burn it up. It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
All right, so here's a few tips. One is with food. I always tell people recipes are just a blueprint. They're just a blueprint. You can do anything with a recipe. Case in point, so many people say now, I don't eat fried chicken. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. I love me some fried chicken, some mashed potatoes, some mac and cheese. It ain't going to ever change. But as I get older, and there's a different way to do my fried chicken. So you can take fried chicken, thighs, wings, or whatever. You say, I don't want to fry it. I'm not going to fry it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to season it like we normally do. Salt and pepper, a little seasoning. Then we're going to get us some buttermilk and some hot sauce and maybe an egg. And we're going to put that in a bowl, and we're going to whisk that all together. All right, then we're going to take our chicken, and we're going to dredge it into our wet mixture, my hot sauce and buttermilk. And then we're going to take us some either breading, but I'll tell you something that's going to really knock y'all out, or corn flakes.
Corn
Take
flakes.
you some generic corn flakes. Put them in a plastic bag. Get your old grandmama's rolling pin. If you don't have one of those, if you got hands like mine, just smash them and get them all broken up. Then take your chicken out of your dredge, put it into the corn flakes, put them on a baking sheet, preheat your oven at 350 degrees, stick them in the oven for about 20 minutes. And let me tell you something. You've got oven-baked fried chicken without ever using any oil or anything like that.
Wow.
So one of the things that I've learned over the years is that because of the way I like food, I have to tailor my recipes for people that still want the flavor, but they want to eat a little healthier. Because I'm never gonna get away from my meats and stuff. You know, I hung out with John Sally. Did you do something with John?
He was here yesterday. He
I'm
told me
glad
I was
he ain't
short.
here today.
Yeah.
John,
He totally
John-
corrupted you.
John messed my business. John messed my business up. I told John, we ain't them kind of friends. I mean, we can hang out off camera. You know, but John want to talk all this vegan stuff
Yeah.
and all that. So I've actually invited John to my house. I said, look, man, you come out, man. We're gonna do some asparagus. We're gonna you know. I actually gave him a pretty cool recipe. He probably gonna steal it and shit. Don't you steal my recipe, John Sally. But
Don't
anyway,
steal
I
it.
gave him a grilled Caesar salad. So you say, how do you grill a Caesar salad? You take a romaine lettuce heart, cut it down the center, drizzle it with olive oil, lay it flat on the grill. You only need it on the grill for 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how hot your grill is. Come off, make you a nice light dressing or either Caesar dressing. Cut it up, get you some cherry tomatoes or whatever. So you got a smoky, like grilled salad that you've actually had on the grill. And so when I told John, I said, see, boy, don't play with me. I mean, I ain't trying to dunk no basketball. Don't you be trying to tell me
Don't
about
step into my
cooking.
lane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, but cool brother. He a cool brother. Me and him
Yeah.
actually, we swapped information. We're going to try to hang out and do some things.
That
I
sounds
was
good.
shocked. He knew who I was. I mean, John was like, man, I want a picture of you. I was like, dude, why don't you get on your knees?
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm saying. You too
well,
tall.
we took a picture. You
Okay.
know, he put his big ass hands right here on my shoulder. Hands as big as my head, right? I was like, all right, man, I'll let you roll with that. But cool. That's another reason why I come every year, because you meet so many amazing people. Hung out with Bobby Brown. Did you guys
Bobby.
meet and do
Not.
anything with Bobby?
I wasn't here with Bobby, but Bobby was here.
Bobby, we had a great conversation. What a. I said, brother, you were one hell of an entertainer.
Yeah.
He said, was.
He said, "Don't play
Like, I
me."
can still cut up, but
Sorry,
you know,
have a little
you're
snap, I'll
right.
take it.
But you know, one of the things that we talked about family, and we talked about the career in this business and how crazy it can be, and we talked about kids. I said, Bobby, how many kids you got? I said, man, I got 7. I said, damn, Bobby,
Out here.
time to slow down, man. He's like, man, I love kids, and we have that in common because I'm the same way. And so I asked him, I said, are your kids involved in music? He said, every one of them. And there's one thing that I've said about musicians that truly amazes me is that, to me, that's a true God-gift talent. I said, well, they just inherited it, Bobby. I said, you were a musical genius. And these kids he says, man, I think his daughter, I think he says she's like 3 or something. She just jump on a piano and she can hit keys and all of that. And I'm just like, man, you know. So that's another reason why I come. Like, you meet people that's still in the profession but doing different things.
Right.
And you share stories, and then you realize how real we all really are. It's like, man, you're a cool brother. I said,
You
man,
cool.
yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And I said, you're a cool brother, man. You know, and he actually had come to one of my restaurants in Tennessee, and they took
Nice.
pictures with him, but I missed him. So we hung out and we chatted. So, you know, Circle of Sisters is what's happening. It's
Hey.
what's happening. And it's probably, and I'm sure, also setting the tone for many other expos around the country, which goes back to what I was saying earlier in terms of we have to be inspired to be trailblazers so that we are setting the tone for the future. For
Absolutely.
future generations. So you'll see me back next year.
Oh, I hope so.
Listen,
Look,
boy, do the chicken and get you some strawberries and stuff like I told you. Next time I come
With
in,
the
you're supposed to be
syringe.
telling me, right.
yeah.
You're supposed to be telling me about a honey. You're
Okay.
messing around.
Well, look, champagne. Now I know cornflakes. I know you got to
He gonna
toast the
jack that
rice.
up.
That toasted
that
rice
girl
thing
come
messed
over
me
there
up.
and the cornflakes be in a bowl with some sugar and milk and stuff. No, dude, that ain't what I told you to do.
And a pack of chicken next to it.
Right.
It's love though.
Right. And you know what's gonna be love when she turn around and walk out that door. I'm trying to tell you how to do this thing. You keep messing it up.
I'm gonna look at this video again and get the ingredients. It'll be all right.
And you know you can always call me.
Hey,
You can always call me my brother.
there we go.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Man.
Love to
you
have you,
guys.
man.
Circle of Sisters, you guys.
There you go.